Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I am going to be driving around the town or city of Abbeville, Alabama. Now Abbeville, Alabama is a small town that is a half hour from Dothan, Alabama, located here in southeast Alabama in Henry County. The population here is 2,553 people, declining at a rate of 5.3% as of the 2020 census. If you're looking to buy a home here, there's a handful of houses here that are for sale for less than $100,000 that you can purchase. The average home price here is $79,600 according to my research. And as I speak, there are a handful of houses for sale that are less than $100,000 that you can purchase right now. Now, probably towards the end of this video, I'm going to get into some of the history of this town, because this town does have some history, which I would like to briefly discuss. But for the time being, I don't want to be driving and looking at notes. So I'm going to stay focused on the road here. Now, I was out here earlier and I attempted to do a video earlier. I started recording and then I quit recording because it started raining so hard. And if I would have continued to do the video at that point, the quality of this video would have been straight garbage. You guys wouldn't have been able to see nothing because that's how hard it was raining when I came here a little bit ago to record a video. Now, as I tell you guys, I do a lot of my videos over the weekend, which is why a lot of times when I do my recording, you see far less traffic than what you would normally see in many communities. Now, today is Friday. As I record this video, I'm recording it on a Friday. Now, as far as it goes for a little bit of history of this town, apparently in 1906, there was a mechanic by the name of Ward who, I guess he was disgruntled over somebody or something, so he went around and he burnt many of the structures in this town down. Now, he was arrested and thrown in jail for that. However, somebody came and bailed him out of jail. The bill was set at $500. And ever since he got bailed out of jail, he was never heard or seen again. And obviously, yeah, he left town. Now, the population of this town is 53% white, 41% black. So those are the two dominant races of this town, white and black. Now I say that because this town does have a history of racism, as many other communities in the South have or had. Now I'm gonna get myself into a residential area, and then I'm gonna, that way I can drive a little slower and read off of my notes. So in a minute here, I'm gonna get myself into a nice residential area where I can drive a little slower. Now, off of first impression, I will say that people in this community do appear to be pretty friendly. And although this is a very small community, I mean, they do have a Family Dollar. They do have they have a Family Dollar. They have a couple of grocery stores. One of the grocery stores is connected to a gas station, so they do have a couple of places where you can go and buy some groceries. So as far as it goes for your shopping, they do have a few places in this town where you can go and get your shopping done. Or if you prefer a place that has a better selection, then a half hour away from here, you can drive to Dothan, Alabama. Now, I've never been to Dothan, Alabama before from this direction, so there could be a community a little larger than this one that might offer more amenities than what, I mean, oh, and also there's also a Dollar General here too. It's right up the street from where I'm driving. Like, in fact, right in front of me, that building that you guys see is gonna be your Dollar General. Now, in 1937, there is a black man by the name of Wes Johnson, who was arrested and put in jail because he was accused of attacking a white woman. However, bear in mind, it was later found out that he didn't attack her. I mean, what happened was him and this white woman got together and they had sex, and she admitted that the sex that they had was consensual. But what happened was he got arrested in 1947 because he was falsely accused of attacking this white woman. Now, when he was sitting in jail, there was apparently a mob of 100 white men that managed to kidnap him from jail. They kidnapped him from jail, and they drove him off somewhere and lynched him. And then he was left to hang, and that's how he died. He died because they hung. I mean, he died because they lynched and then hung him. Now, these white men that committed this crime were not punished for it. They got away with this scot-free. And there is another situation in 1944 where a black woman by the name of Reese Taylor her name was Reese Taylor. She was gang raped by 7 white men, and those white men did admit to gang raping her. And even after they admitted to raping her, they still got away with the crime. Now, here's another reason why this town has remained so small. Now, the first reason why this town has remained small is because of what happened in 1906 by the mechanic going around and committing arson to many of the structures here in town. Now, another reason why this town has remained so small, another reason why this town is the size that it is rather than being bigger apparently is because in 2002 there was an F2 tornado that apparently wiped out a good section of this town. So that's just a little bit of history about this town for you people. I was going to do it at the end of the video, but I thought I'll just throw it in right now since I was in an area that was low with enough traffic to where I can look at my notes and not have to worry about getting into an accident. Now, as I drive around this town, I mean, it's fairly apparent that this town does have its issues. I mean, here's a store right here that's abandoned.